Hey everyone, today we have a new kind of video to the channel as I've had the chance to try out Penny's Big Breakaway before the official release. This is a sponsored segment, but all the opinions and thoughts are completely my own and not influenced by anybody. Big thanks to Private Division and Evening Star for sending me out a key code for the PC version of the game, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Penny's Big Breakaway is a single-player third-person 3D action platformer developed by Evening Star and published by Private Division. It's coming out this year for Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And by the time you're watching this video, the game will be out already. First things first, let's take a look at the main menu, as it's the first thing that actually struck out to me. They're so fashionably old school and smooth that I just had to show you guys. Look at this. It reminds me of some classic games that, I mean, you certainly know about. In the settings, you can also change the language and various sound options. You can change the resolution of the game, but unfortunately, there aren't that many graphical settings that you can change, as you can only toggle between full screen, window. You can change the resolution, the draw distance. You can choose a frame rate target, so like 60 FPS, 30 FPS, or whatever the refresh rate of your monitor is. There's also an anti-aliasing toggle. Well, all in all, it's not that big of a deal that there aren't that many options because their game actually runs pretty well from what I've tested. I've tried the game on two computers and one of them had a 3060 Ti, so a pretty mid-range graphics card. And it ran pretty well at 1440p and always over 60 FPS, so I don't think you guys have to worry about performance issues if you want to get this game on computer. After that, we go into the main story mode, and as soon as you get into the game, you get introduced to the world. The game is set in a world named Macaroon, so like macaroni, I guess, which is a place where our protagonist, Penny, a skilled yo-yo street performer, wants to become a star. And when Eddie the Emperor calls for new court performers, Penny can't resist and auditions immediately. But the thing is, when we're going towards the palace, Penny actually encounters a thing called a cosmic string that possesses her yo-yo, and it gives it life and also skills and abilities that you get while progressing through the game. Now, I don't want to spoil you on exactly what happens after at the King's Palace, but let's just say that Penny gets in trouble with the Emperor and she now has to escape from his penguin troops. Now, let's move on to the game mechanics. And as you've probably guessed, the main mechanic of this game is the yo-yo, which is the center of every skill and movement in the game, aside from, you know, walking and jumping. You can improve movement speed, help Penny from being attacked by the Emperor troops, and obviously you get even more abilities as you go through the game. So far I've played for about 3 hours, and I've completed the first 2 worlds of the game, and this is what I've gathered so far. First off, the camera is centered on the player character and it's fixed, and you actually can't manually change it. But this has been done so that the controls will allow you to use both of the left and right stick for movement options. In fact, the right thumbstick will actually allow you to throw the yo-yo, not only the X button. It actually works pretty well. I've never really found myself wanting to change the camera after like the first 5 minutes. As you can see, most of the stage where the camera points at regardless. Other than that, you can jump, move faster by jumping on the yo-yo while rolling down slopes. Grab the air or a wall with the yo-yo to swing or get up steep walls. And my favorite part of the movement that I spam all the time is actually the double dash, as it gives you a nice and immediate speed boost every time you touch the ground. And it can also help you free yourself from the penguin troops that come out of the walls in their little houses every time they have a chance to capture you. In the main story mode, as you get through the stages, you can also find collectibles and little side quests with NPCs that are pretty quick and simple, nothing fancy, but you know, they're there. They're not really the main point of the game, let's say. You get coins, do combos, increasing your stage score, and you also get a timer at the bottom that tracks your best times for you. And when you reach the end of the stage, there's also a pretty neat mini game that I found pretty cute. It's nothing too crazy, but I think it's a nice touch for the end of the stage. Now let's talk about other modes. I then moved on to try out the built-in speedrun mode. Yes, there's a speedrun mode built in the game, which is pretty cool, which is called time attack mode. And it's simply a mode where you try to beat the stage as fast as possible. For the sake of simplicity, I tried to optimize the first stage, which is 1-1. And in my first finished attempt, I got a 2:08, I think, after like 5-10 minutes. And after that, I spent the remaining 15 to 20 minutes trying to optimize it as much as I could. And I ended up getting a 1:54 final time. It's obviously still very improvable, but, you know, it's fine. I only spent around 15 minutes playing it. What do you guys think? Can you guys beat it? If you guys actually buy the game, please let me know in the comments what time you get. Even if you don't beat me, I'm just a little curious. So let me know if you buy the game. It's actually very addicting, and I ended up doing a little more the next day, but I haven't beat my time yet because I'm bad. In conclusion, I'd say that the game is actually pretty fun. The movement is smooth. It's a little different to what I'm used to, but after the first 5 minutes of awkwardness, everything kind of clicked. And the time kind of flew by, just looking for the collectibles and getting faster times and best scores at the end of the stages. If I really had to nitpick something about the game, and yeah, if I had to say something, it would be the music. The music is good and enjoyable, but I think it was a little too repetitive because the same score plays during the majority of the world stages. For example, in the majority of the stages in the first and second world, they had the same music playing for the entire stage. But at least it did change in a couple levels. And of course, the main theme of the worlds. So World 1 and World 2 had different music. And honestly, if you like silly and relaxing 3D platformers, you'll love this game. It's actually pretty nice. With that being said, that's going to be the end for this preview video. And if you watched till the end, thank you very much, as this is the first time I've ever had a chance like this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any feedback, please do let me know in the comments. Again, big thanks to Private Division and Evening Star for sponsoring this preview and sending out a code for the game. If you want to purchase the game for yourself on Steam, I'll leave a link in the description, so make sure to check it out if you're interested. Again, the game is coming up very soon for the Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. But before I go, here's the full segment I got for 1-1 in the time attack mode, or aka the speedrun mode. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.